Hi, I'm Dr. Joe James. I'm a psychologist in the Washington, D.C. area, and I've been specializing in anger management for close to 20 years now. Now, I don't know how you found me. Maybe been through a friend that you heard about me, or perhaps you did an internet search or read about me in a newspaper, or maybe you even saw me on TV. But however you found your way to this workshop, I want to say congratulations. What you're about to learn could make the difference between success or failure in your relationships, your job, your parenting, and most importantly, just how good you feel about yourself. So please, pay very close attention. Right now, at this very moment, there's a revolution occurring in psychology. Thanks to recent groundbreaking discoveries in brain science, virtually all the old ways of dealing with anger management have been rendered obsolete or at best, incomplete. The truth is that there are very few anger management programs that actually work, and I'll go into the reasons for this in a little bit. But science's exploding knowledge of how the brain works has allowed me to develop a cutting-edge system that's easy to use and has a very high success rate. Those who recognize the power of this new technology can change their lives and enter their own personal golden age, while those who stay with the same old tired methods are likely to stay stuck in the same rut they've been in their entire life. Sadly, very few anger management trainers are aware of these advances and are taking advantage of them. Their clients are being left behind and they don't even know it. If this sounds like bad news for those who are left behind, it's because it is. But it can be very good news for you. Chances are you're watching this workshop for one of two reasons. One, you just did something so bad that you realize that you really need help. Or somebody you care about very much told you to get help or else. Regardless of the reason you're here, this is one of those come to Jesus moments in your life, and you've got two choices in front of you right now. You can bury your head in the sand and pretend that everything's going to be okay. And I'm guessing that approach hasn't worked very well for you so far, or you wouldn't be listening to me right now. Or your other choice is to make a positive choice that can potentially change your life and your relationships in ways that you never dreamed possible. George Eliot once said, "It's never too late to become the person you may have become." And that's what this workshop's all about. First, I'm going to show you how our understanding of how the brain processes anger has completely changed the way anger management should be approached. Then, I'm going to show you why old school anger management programs are usually at best borderline effective and are years behind the state of the art. I'm serious. Most programs out there are focused on things like counting to 10 or taking a time out, and that alone just doesn't cut it anymore. Finally, I'm going to introduce you to the 4 horsemen of anger and show you how simple it is to use the latest research findings to make it so anger no longer rules your life. All I ask in return is your time. Now, I'm going to tell you right up front, this presentation is not short, but based on the feedback I've received from my close friends and colleagues who've already gotten a preview of this, I can tell you with all confidence that the time you spend watching this video will be the most valuable time you invest in yourself, your relationships, and your career all year. One thing is certain, you're not going to leave with the same view of yourself or anger management that you have right now. And that's good, because as Bob Dylan once said, the times they are a-changin'. So, turn off Facebook, put your cell phone on silent mode, and give this workshop your undivided attention. You see, I believe in this program so deeply because it's worked for me, and I've seen it work for thousands of others over my 20 years of practice. And that's because I've been in the same place that you are right now. Before I go into my story, I'd like to introduce you to my buddy Butch, my dog from long ago. Sadly, Butch is no longer with us, but he's literally responsible for changing my life and the lives of so many others that I've helped over the years. How's that? Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret, one that I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit, honestly. You see, just like you, I have an anger management problem. And like most people in need of anger management, I downplayed how much it was hurting me, my loved ones, and my dog. Oh, sure, I knew I had a temper, but hey, who doesn't, right? But I'd lost relationships, I had problems with my supervisors in school, I had a wicked case of road rage, and in years past I'd even gotten into a fist fight or two. But still, I didn't need no stinking anger management class. Other people were just too sensitive. I was using every single denial mechanism about my anger problem known to man, and frankly, I probably made up a couple of my own along the way. And this is where Butch helped me realize that I needed an anger management class. One day, I was on the phone joking with a friend, and I raised my voice because we were laughing so hard. And all of a sudden, Butch jumped off the chair and ran upstairs, and he hid under the bed. And I realized that I'd spent so much time yelling that Butch had learned to associate my voice being raised, even when I was in a good mood, with scary things happening. At that moment, there was no denying I needed help, and I was in need of an anger management class. I mean, if your own dog is scared of you, things are pretty bad. So that day, I vowed to learn everything I could about anger management, not only for myself, but for people like me whose lives or marriages have been ruined or damaged by anger. The problem was that hard as I looked, I couldn't find a good anger management class. So I decided to develop my own. I had to test and retest all sorts of techniques, throwing out those that didn't work and keeping those that did until I finally came up with the right formula. Since then, I've become known as America's Anger Authority, and I've been interviewed by the Wall Street Journal, Newsweek, Good Housekeeping, the Philadelphia Inquirer, CBS Market Watch, the Daily Record, NPR, and many other national publications. I've also appeared in local news programs across the country. Now, I've been very fortunate to be pretty successful. Right now, people pay me $2,400 to see me in person for the same anger management course that I'm about to show you. And depending on the size of the group and the amount of time that I need to invest, I charge corporations anywhere between $4,000 and $10,000 for this very same material. Now, I'm not telling you this to brag. Matter of fact, I'm a little embarrassed by, admitting this stuff, and I hate revealing how the media turns to me as an expert or what my fee structure is. But I have to get your attention. Why? Because I've been in your shoes, and I want you to know it doesn't have to be like this.